Hi, I'm Carrie. Welcome to my channel. Today I have another deck face-off. It's been a while since I've done one. And in case you're new, a deck face-off is where I take 3 decks that have some sort of similarity with one another and pair them up. And we do an entire walkthrough of all 3 decks at the same time. And you get to see and compare for yourself 3 different decks. And they either have a similar theme or similar artwork, or in this case, a similar deck creator. So that's what we're doing today. We are pairing up or looking through 3 of Ciro Marchetti or Ciro Marchetti or Ciro Marchetti. I pronounce it different every time I say his name. We're looking through 3 of his decks. And for the longest time, I only owned the Gilded Royale. And this is brand new. I've owned it 6 days, and this one I got last year. So we're going to talk about that. And this gives you a chance to see if you want any of these decks or which one appeals to you the most. And I'm using a new mic today, so I hope my sound is all right. I've decided to switch to a wireless mic instead of wired, so we will see how this works out. I have been reading with the Gilded, I guess I should show the things, the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti and text by Barbara Moore for years. I had the bordered edition and was reading with it for years and years and years. It has been a go-to tarot for me. The middle deck is the mass market version of the Mystic Palette Tarot that is by him and the guidebook by Lee Burston. And then finally, the third deck over here is the Marchetti Tarot. And again, the guidebook is written by Lee Burston. I love Ciro's artwork. I love it. It has that little bit of fantasy to it. So I'm really drawn to that. And like I said, the Gilded Tarot Royale, I always call it the Gilded Royale Tarot. But anyway, it's been a long time favorite. Now, I did work with this one a few months ago. And what I have to say about this is I really like it. I like the images of it. I like the richness of the colors. It's too big. It's too big for me. I prefer this size. So I have a feeling I'm probably going to really like the Marchetti Tarot. But let's go ahead and get started. These 2 fools are very similar in their aesthetic, but these 2 here are both holding a Tarot de Marseille card. So that's really interesting. They all have the white dog. I like that. I like all 3 of these fools. This one is really interesting because he's like unmasking himself. So while he may have this like little bit of lightheartedness to him, he also has that other side to him underneath where he's not a clown, where sometimes you can bring forward that not so serious energy with the Fool. Then we have our Magician. I love this Magician. I don't mind this one, but I adore this Magician here. All his tools are right here. I don't see the tools in this one. There's the symbols on his hands here, but this is my favorite Magician out of these 3 decks. Gives you that real steampunk vibe. Our High Priestess. I think all these High Priestess are lovely. I really do enjoy the Mystic Palette one. And I like this one too. She has the scroll open in front of her. I've never really cared for this High Priestess over here at all. So, I mean, it's okay, but it's never been one of my favorites. The Empress. All of these Empress are beautiful. They all show that rich, lush, bountiful landscape around them in some way. So I really do enjoy that. I like that she's like holding the world. And then we have the fish for abundance. We have all the animals up and around her. And we have dolphins here. I like all 3 of these. I think they're all stunning. Then we have our emperor. These two emperors, I think, are very similar. I really do like this one. I like that some of that hard exterior shell is like broken away, and so you could see the man underneath. And then this kind of gives that feeling also with this gray tone here. Then our Hierophant. I think this Hierophant is my favorite. I don't know, this one's okay. I don't mind this one either, but I would have to say that this Hierophant here is one of my favorites. I love this Lovers card. It has always just like drew me right into that card. I like that he's like almost a spectral image here. He's not like solid like she is. This one's cute. Has the swans here. And I like this one too. Oh, there's a little Cupid up here that is holding that heart over top of them. But this one, the Gilded Royale Tarot, just is my absolute fave and blows me away. And then we have our Chariot. I like this Chariot. I think this is very traditional. This Chariot's okay, but I don't know. I don't really care for it. I do like this Chariot though. I love the wild horses here in the back facing opposite directions that, would pulling yourself in different directions. This has that kind of traditional feeling to it. The Chariot is kind of here behind him. I should say that I like the guidebook of the Mystic Palette. I only have the little white book for the Gilded Royale. I don't even know if it came with a bigger book to it or not. But I do like the guidebook. It talks about all the little bits and pieces of the imagery. And I haven't really read through the Marchetti guidebook. I figured I should stop and say this, but it looks like it's very similar to the Mystic Palette guidebook, especially since it's wrote by the same person. So I'll be curious to see if the guidebooks say the same thing or not. And if you have these two decks, let me know in the comments below if the guidebook is the same. So then we have our Strength card. I love this Strength. It's beautiful. She's not struggling. All these strengths are beautiful. This is a white tiger. I really like that. I like all of them. They're not forcing the lion. They're not pushing the lion. They're not trying to get the lion to open its mouth or anything like that. There's a real gentleness here to these strength images, and that I truly appreciate. Then we have our Hermit. Look at this transition. So we have the full hermit here with the lantern. Then we have like his face here with the lantern, and then here just the lantern. I mean, there is the image of him walking away holding it, but I really do like the progression of these cards here. So that's really cool to see that. I think all of these cards are beautiful in their own way and speak of that hermit energy to me. So then we have our wheel. I don't know. I like wheels that are different. So these are okay. I like that they're holding the Marseille cards here. This one and this one is the same. So I'd have to pick the Mystic Palette one. Then we have Justice. I like all these Justice cards. She's blindfolded. Her eyes are like blacked out here. She's blindfolded. You've got the scrolls. Here is the scales. I don't see the scrolls in this one or in this one. But I think they're all beautiful. I don't know. They're all nice. And then our Hangman. All three of these hanged men are very similar. I never really cared for this one. I don't know why. I never really liked this one too much. I don't know what is, I don't know what is falling here. Is that like coins almost? Um, I don't know. I never really cared for that one. This one is really pretty with this face in the tree. Wow. Oh, let's see if that's mentioned in the guidebook. It says the dancer is experiencing a reversal, and so is the tree, whose large humanoid head is also upside down. The tree branches might as well be roots, adding to the dreamy absurdity of the card. The dancer's predicament seems to be voluntary, as if he's performing a dance or an acrobatic feat. By turning himself topsy-turvy and entrusting himself to the branches or the roots of a great tree, he is abandoning the rat race, at least temporarily, and is content to wait patiently and simply be one of his environment. That's really interesting. I love that there's this image of the tree being here. And um, when I read a lot intuitively. Yes, I bring in the meaning of the card, but if that takes me in a different direction with the imagery, I follow and trust what my gut is telling me during my readings. So to see this like this, I can't say until I'm in the middle of a reading, but I might read this differently, especially if this sticks out to me first. So that's really interesting. I really like that. Oh my gosh, I love this death card here in the middle. This one's all right. This one is beautiful. Also, you can see that element of death there underneath her skin. But this one, I really, really do like. Another Marseille card that they're holding there. This is gorgeous. Love these two. And on to our Temperance. I don't know. I've always liked this Temperance card here, this fire and water energy that is going on. This one is really pretty too. This one's okay. You get the angel wings there, so that's nice. But I really like this Temperance. And our Devil. I like all three of these devils. And look, he's got the key. She's holding the apple, like, from the Garden of Eden. Wow. I wonder what these are these moon symbols here up in his, I guess, like antlers or horns, not antlers, in his horns. Oh my God, antlers. Jeez. Oh, I like these two the best. This one's good too, but and our Tower. Really do love this tower. I love the look of the tower itself in this one. This one's pretty cool also. You don't see the people falling from this tower, like in this one, but and then we're going to go like this. And then we have our Star card. This one is absolutely beautiful. I love this Star card. This one's okay. This one has to be my favorite. And then we have the Moon. This is really interesting here. You got the dog and the wolf. Same. Look how cute that little dog is. So you have that in all of them. I think this is a crab. I think they're all crabs. Yes. Okay. This one looks like Mother Mary here, right above her brow. So for this one, it says, on this moon card, we also see the Madonna and Child. There is a long-standing association between the Virgin Mary and the moon in Christian iconography. This association has been interpreted in different ways. Like some of the other Christian symbols, it may be a remnant of pre-Christian religions, in this case referring to virginity, fertility, changing seasons, and the moon goddesses such as Artemis. Oh, I really like that. I can't wait to dive into this guidebook. So that's really interesting. We have our Sun. I think this is my favorite Sun. These ones don't do anything for me. This one is beautiful. And then we have our Judgment. This Judgment, wow. I really like this Judgment. This one is, I like this one too. This one is okay. And then finally we have our World. This is a beautiful world because now you see the fool here, like he's ending his journey with his little dog. That is so sweet. This is my favorite fool here in the Mystic Palette Tarot. Uh, Fool. This is my favorite world. That's the card we're on. This is my favorite world. And this one's okay, but this one is definitely my fave. So we're going to go on to the Wands. I have to say, I think I like this Ace of Wands the best. Then we have our Two. I really like this Two of Wands, showing like the dual energy right there, the path. This one's cool too. They're all nice. I like all of them because they show that, thinking about a choice that you need to make, what you're going to go do or go, where you're going to go, I should say, from here. So now we have our Three. I really like this Three of Wands because we can see the ship energy. Oh, this is cool. The ship's in the sky and he's like wearing the ship on his head. So that is a really cool imagery here for this Three of Wands. So I like all of them. And then our Four. This one, I don't know. This one puts me in mind of a Disney park celebration for some reason. I really like these two fours though. And then our Five. I like this Five. I've always loved this Five. I like to see that little bit of conflict, struggle against one another. Oh, here you can see the different faces in this one. So I really like this one too. And then we have our Six. I like this Six. I like this Six also. Um, I know what the Six of Wands means. So if this is like the Colosseum or something, you could see that, as a gladiator victory almost, because you kind of get that energy, I guess, a little bit here. And then we have our Seven. I like this Seven. I like this Seven. Man, he's at a way higher perspective or vantage point than this one is. And what is happening here? I see an eye. Oh, this looks like a dragon who is protecting his treasures. And here are the people that are coming to take that from him. I like that. And then we have our Eight. I like this Eight. I like the motion of the Eight. I guess you get that motion here with him like sending off that wand. I don't see that here though, unless you would see these as like maybe shooting straight up in the air. And then our Nine. All these nines are lovely. I would have to say that this one, because it's more on the traditional side, this one is my favorite. This one is really cool looking though. And then our 10. I like this, but he's still up and moving. She's like crumpled, so she's like going nowhere with this weight on her back. What is happening here? I can't make out the figure, just like barely. And what are these? Lizards? What are those? It says that he is flanked by two columns whose tops resolve into the heads of dragon lizards in a face-off. That's what the book says for this one. And then we have our Page. I think all these pages are beautiful. And our Knight. Oh, I love this Knight. I mean, because look, there's the volcano. He's like, that's all right. I'm going out on this adventure anyway. I don't care what's erupting over here. This Knight is really cool looking. I like him. I like all of them. And our Queens. Every time I look at this Queen, she looks like I'm going to say this and I hope I don't get it stuck in your head, but every time I look at her, she looks like a young Stockard Channing. Think back to Grease. the movie Grease. That's exactly who she looks like in this picture. I love it. I love all of these queens. And then finally, our king. I really like him. I like both of these two here. I mean, this is kind of your traditional king. I really like this with dragons flying around him and everything. So they're all great. And now we're on to our cup suit. I like the moon phases here for the cups. Um, this one is like completely underwater. This one with the seahorses like within the cup or making up a part of the outside of the cup. I don't know. They're okay. These two cups are just they're all right for me. They don't do much for me. This one looks like two cups. Her eyes are like it's the same person instead of like now. See, I like this one where it shows the images of them here, like statues underwater, and then you see them here in these cups. You kind of don't see that here, although you get the two different hands clasping each other. So I don't know, that shows that there's two people coming together in some way. And then our three. I don't see three people in this one. I see her with the two fish, but I don't know, they're all okay. I'm not blown away by any of those. And then we have our four. I like this four. He's really focused on what is still out there, what he maybe missed out on, and not looking at what he has. And it's just, you can really see that here. She has too much joy on her face. I don't know, that's the way I see this, is she's like all happy and looking out here at this four, when I mean, I guess you could kind of see that is she's just content where she is, but I don't usually see that in the four. So I don't know. And then our five. All of them show that aspect of loss or grief, or missing out on something, or yearning or longing for something that they no longer have, because that cup is outside her window. So this one is really pretty. In our six, that nostalgia, those past memories, that era that you may be remembering or thinking about, but you could often get stuck there, and that sense of childhood. And a lot of times when the Six of Cups comes up, depending on the reading, it brings me into like a sibling um, scenario. It could bring me into that, or just things from your childhood, which brings up family. And that I said that a lot in one of the readings that I just did here, about the Six of Cups being family. And I know it's about the memories of something. I know it's about the nostalgia of something. But like I said, when I go with my intuition, I just follow it. So I really like this. This is so sweet. She's got her little teddy bear and she's reading her little picture book there with her little kitten. I really like this one. This is real traditional. So, and our seven. I like this seven. I really do like this seven here. Um, this shows all the possibilities. They all show that. These are really well done. They all show that aspect of the different possibilities or the fantasies that you can get yourself wrapped up in. And our eight are walking away, or this guy's swimming away. What is he swimming towards? I don't know what that is. This one I really do like, and has more of that traditional feeling to it. And then our nine, and we got our glass of wine with our signpost here. Oh my gosh, look at this cute little puppy. And this one, this is my favorite. Instead of this guy just toasting you with his goblet, this one is my favorite here. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet with his little red ball. And then our 10. Oh, this is different. With all the joyful and playfulness of the dolphins. And the dolphins really, they stick to those pods, they travel together like that. So this is so cute though. But the thing about this one, especially with the way the imagery is here, I mean, I know the cups are all here, but it puts me in the mindset of that 10 of Pentacles and that aspect. And then we have our pages with the seahorses and our knights. And if you've been here, I don't like the Knight of Cups. Oh, this is the Knight of Cups, that's for sure. I don't really care for this one. And I like this one too. And then our queen. I like these two queens. Oh, she's cute here with her little, I forgot those dogs were in this one. This doesn't really, I mean, I know she's got the cup in her hand and the water's behind her, but it doesn't really say Queen of Cups to me. And then we have our king. I really like this king a lot. I like this one too. This really shows the rough seas in that behind him. So does this one, and I like that. I don't see that here. You got I guess octopus tentacles behind him though. And we're going to be moving on to our swords. I don't know. They're just fine for being an Ace of Swords. There's nothing that really sticks out. Oh, here, I guess there's the eagle head behind it. Okay, so that was a little different. And we have our Two of Swords. I really like this Two of Swords right here. I like this one too. I never really cared for this Two of Swords. But you got that moon here that shows leaning into that intuition. And our 3. Oh, I like this 3. I like this 3 too. Oh, and you have another image, where maybe he's thinking about her and there was this breakup that happened here. I like that. I don't like this one. And our 4, I've never liked this one. I don't like this guy floating here in the middle of nothing. I like this 4 of Swords here, and I really do like this 4. Those are nice. And our 5. This one shows, well, these both kind of show the brutality of that 5 of Swords energy there. And this one, you've got the talons of what is that? Is that an eagle, a hawk, whatever that bird is? Where it goes after its prey. Oh, I like that one too. I really like these. And then our 6. Oh, look at her. I like this. Well, they all are paddling themselves away instead of just actively sitting in the boat. So I really do like that. Although she looks like she's just floating along here. And this one, because the swords are coming up out of the water instead of the boat. Every time I saw this, it felt like the swords were stopping her. So I never cared for this one. This is real traditional. And the swords are in the water here, but they're not in front of the boat like they are here. So they don't feel like they're stopping her progression in any way. So I like these two, I would have to say. Oh, and she's got the moon in the back there. And then we have our 7. I like this 7. I like the traditional look to the 7. This one's okay. I don't know how I feel about this one. I'd have to work with the deck. And then our 8. Oh, I really like this 8. Oh, and look, she looks older. She's got all these these wrinkles in her hands and around her face. I guess it could be a him. It doesn't matter. Wow, I like that. At least that's how it looks to me, unless I'm, seeing it wrong. Where these are really young. I like the age on this one, on this 8 of Swords. I really do. And then our 9. I like this 9. I don't like this one. I like this 9, that kind of that traditional. Oh, look, there's a person here. I haven't used this deck in a while. There's a person up here. And then our 10. I like these two 10s. I never really cared for this one. Man, this one is really good. Covering their head, trying to protect themselves from all these swords. And then our pages. Our knight. Oh, I like this knight right here at the edge of the cliff. That aspect of danger or whatever doesn't deter him. And I know that sounds like a Knight of Wands, but the Knight of Swords will go charging in after something also, or speak their mind about something and not think about the consequences of it. So I like that imagery. I don't really care for this one. This one's okay. And then our queen. Love this queen. I don't like her. Love this queen. Look, she has a little kitty here. That's so cute. I really do like this Queen of Swords. And then our king. And all 3 of these kings are fine. And we're on to our last suit. Oh my God, look at those little, what is it, foxes? Oh my God, this is so adorable. Adorable, adorable. I love these two. These 2 coins right here. This one is, it's okay, but this is just, especially these those little foxes. And our 2 of Pentacles. This 2 of Pentacles brings me into a 3 of Wands moment almost. I like this one. There's like a pocket watch there, so maybe she feels that she's like under some sort of time limit. I don't know how I feel about this 2 of coins. I'd have to read into the guidebook about this, but you got the rocks barely balancing here, and then she's trying, or the dancer's leg is like trying to grow out of this situation, and it's like a ballerina's foot also, so she's balancing herself, or they are balancing themselves, so that's interesting. And our three. Oh, so we see the 3 ants here working together. I like that one. What do we have going on here in this 3? We got the 3 coins, but I don't see where you're like collaborating or working with anyone else. And you don't see anyone else in this one either. So I like this one, I think. I like to see 3 people or 3 something to show that collaboration. And then our 4. I like these 2 4s, but I like this little squirrel gathering up all their nuts and their treasures and holding on to them. And then our 5. I really like this 5. This is kind of on the traditional side. I don't mind this 5 either, but this, I don't know, something about this 5 puts me in mind of the 6. So I like these 2 that kind of show like being on the outside. You have nothing and everything is like out of your reach in some way. And then our 6. Okay, I was like, where? Okay, I see the hand here. They took the coin off to, are they putting it on to help keep that balance of the scales? Or are they taking it off to, help someone else? What is happening here? I like this one, because you've got the hands here, so you're maybe assisting, but this guy, I don't know, I've always saw him as like very miserly, didn't want to give too much. He had to make sure he weighed what he was going to have left before he gave generously for some reason. I've always felt like that every time I've seen this card. Imagery plays a big part in my readings. Okay, so our 7. I like this one, because they are sitting here thinking about what they're growing, the path that they've already traveled? Where, you know, do they keep plugging away at this, or do we alter something? They're harvesting, it looks like here. So I don't know, that's interesting. And then our 8. I like these 2 8s. I don't mind this one, but I think I like these 2 better than this 8 of coins. Like I said, I've only owned the Marchetti Tarot 6 days, 5 days, 6 days, something like that. So I really need to get to know this deck. This is beautiful. I really do like this 9. I like all 3 of these 9s. I think they're all great. And our 10. I don't know how I feel about these. I like this 10. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these 2 10s. I'd have to read the guidebook entries and see if that, you know, sways me or not. And then our pages, which are all sweet, and our Knight of Pentacles. I like this one. I kind of like this one too. This kind of shows that rigidity of the Knight here. So I like that. Just I get that in his facial expression. I get that with that one also. And then our beautiful Queen. Oh my gosh, this one's so pretty. This one's really pretty. And this one's, I don't know, this one's okay. This one in the middle, the Mystic Palette, is my favorite. And finally, our King. I like this King. Oh, this, oh no, that was on this one. The Deer. In the Gilded Royale, the Stag and the Ace of Pentacles is here in the Mystic Palettes King. So that's cool. I like that. I don't know. I like all 3 of these kings. But this one, look at him. Tell me that that doesn't look like a young Joe Pesci. Oh my God. So we have Stalker Channing and a young Joe Pesci in the Mystic Palette Tarot. Okay, so we've walked through all 3. Now, which one was your favorite? Did I show the backs? I don't think I did. Let's do that. So here are the backs. I don't mind any of these backs. I think they're all beautiful. So I think I like the Marchetti Tarot one the best. But which was your favorite? Do you have all 3 of these decks? Do you think one of Chiro's decks is enough for you? So let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up or share if you feel so inclined. And don't forget to subscribe so you see more from me and what I have coming up. So until I see you next time, bye.